Welcome to Gist Dish TV, your ultimate gist corner. Before we dive straight into this sizzling, jaw-dropping Nollywood gist, I beg make you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and join the family so you no go miss any of the exclusive stories where they drop back to back. To my returning subscribers, my day ones, I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you. Now sit back, relax, because this gist, he hot, he sweet, and he get as he be. If you thought you had had it all in Nollywood, think again. Because late last night, a quiet restaurant outing reportedly turned into the most talked about whisper across the industry. According to multiple sources and stunned onlookers, Byran Okwara and Sonia Uche were reportedly caught together at a restaurant, and not just sitting politely across a table. No. What people claimed they witnessed was full-blown lovey-dovey energy, the kind that makes people stop chewing their food and start minding somebody else's business. Yes. That Byran. And yes. That Sonia. According to insiders, the restaurant in question was one of those cozy, dimly lit spots known for privacy, soft music, warm lighting, and corners designed for people who don't want too much attention. Ironically, that night, attention found them anyway. Sources say it all started quietly. Byran reportedly arrived fast, dressed casually but clean, the kind of outfit that says, "I'm not trying too hard, but I know who I am." Moments later, Sonia reportedly walked in, calm, confident, and glowing in that way people have been noticing lately. According to eyewitnesses, there was a brief pause when their eyes met, not awkward, not forced, just familiar. Comfortable. And from that moment, people say the energy shifted. According to those seated nearby, Byran reportedly stood up to greet Sonia, pulled out a chair for her, and smiled in a way that looked far too personal to be just colleagues. Sonia reportedly laughed softly, leaned in, and whispered something that made Byran shake his head and smile even wider. And just like that, whispers began. At first, diners reportedly brushed it off. Nollywood people meet all the time, right? Scripts. Projects. Collaborations. But as minutes turned into an hour, it reportedly became impossible to ignore what was unfolding in front of them. Sources claim the pair were deeply engrossed in each other. Not scanning the room. Not checking phones endlessly. Just talking, laughing, leaning in close like two people completely tuned into the same frequency. According to one eyewitness, it didn't feel like a business meeting. It felt like chemistry. And then came the gestures. Reports claim Byran reportedly reached across the table at one point, gently touching Sonia's hand while making a point. Sonia, instead of pulling away, reportedly squeezed his hand back and laughed. That moment, sources say, was when heads really started turning. Another insider alleged that Sonia reportedly brushed food off Byran's jacket with a soft smile, teasing him lightly. Byran reportedly laughed, leaned closer, and said something that made Sonia cover her face briefly, that shy laugh people do when they are flattered but don't want to show it too much. According to witnesses, there was nothing loud, nothing inappropriate, just intimacy. The quiet, comfortable kind. The kind that speaks louder than grand gestures. As the evening went on, sources say the two reportedly shared a dessert. 1 plate. 2 spoons. Yes, that kind of sharing. Byran reportedly offered Sonia a bite first, watching her reaction like it mattered deeply to him. Sonia reportedly nodded approvingly and fed him a bite in return, shaking her head playfully as if teasing him about something he had said earlier. At that point, insiders say, anyone still in denial had to accept it, something was definitely going on. One source claims that Byran reportedly leaned over at some point and whispered into Sonia's ear. What he said, nobody knows. But what people swear they saw next was Sonia laughing softly, lowering her gaze, and lightly nudging him as if to say, behave yourself. Byran reportedly just smiled, the calm, confident smile of someone very comfortable in that moment. The real twist. According to whispers, neither of them seemed bothered about being noticed. Not careless, just unbothered. Like two people who weren't trying to prove anything, but also weren't hiding. And of course, in Nollywood, nothing stays quiet for long. By the time the pair reportedly stood up to leave, sources say the entire restaurant had clocked them. Some allegedly tried to snap photos discreetly. Others just watched, wide-eyed. As they walked toward the exit, Byran reportedly placed his hand gently on Sonia's lower back, guiding her through the space. Not possessive. Just protective. Outside the restaurant, things reportedly got even more interesting. According to one insider, Byran reportedly opened the car door for Sonia, waited until she was seated comfortably, and closed it gently before walking around to his side. Sonia reportedly waved briefly at someone she recognized, smiling but not stopping, as if she knew exactly what people were thinking and chose silence over explanation. And that silence. It spoke volumes. By the time the story hit Nollywood group chats later that night, reactions reportedly exploded. Some fans were shocked. Others claimed they knew something was up. A few insisted it was just a friendly outing blown out of proportion. But the majority. They reportedly agreed on one thing: the body language didn't lie. Industry insiders quickly began connecting dots. Some recalled previous moments where Byran and Sonia reportedly shared undeniable on-screen chemistry. Others remembered subtle interactions at events, lingering glances, inside jokes, comfort that goes beyond surface-level familiarity. According to whispers, what people saw at the restaurant was not sudden. It was just revealed. What made the gist even juicier was the timing. Sources say both Byran and Sonia have been relatively private about their personal lives. No loud declarations. No public romance content. No constant couple-coded post. Which is why this alleged sighting hit harder, because it felt real, unscripted, and unplanned. One Nollywood insider reportedly said, "This wasn't PR. If it was, it would have been louder. This was two people enjoying each other without thinking the world was watching." Of course, speculation didn't stop there. Some fans immediately started asking questions. Is this new? Has this been going on quietly? Were they trying to keep things low-key and got caught accidentally? Others went deeper, analyzing every past interview, every interaction, every moment they appeared in the same space. Suddenly, things that once seemed normal now looked intentional. Meanwhile, neither Byran nor Sonia has said a word. No denials. No confirmations. No cryptic post. And that silence. It's fueling the fire. Sources close to the pair say both of them value peace and privacy, which might explain why they've chosen not to address the whispers. According to one insider, they're not the type to rush explanations. If it's something real, they'll protect it first. What many fans found refreshing was the softness of the alleged moment. No drama. No chaos. No attention-seeking behavior. Just warmth, laughter, and connection. In an industry often filled with loud headlines, this one felt human. As the gist continued to spread, reactions flooded timelines. Some fans swooned, calling them a beautiful match. Others debated whether people should even be discussing what was clearly a private moment. A few skeptics insisted it was being exaggerated. But one thing was certain: Nollywood was buzzing. By morning, entertainment circles were still talking. People dissected the story from every angle. Body language experts suddenly became relationship analysts. Every detail mattered: the sitting, the gestures, the shared dessert, the way they reportedly left together. And through it all, Byran and Sonia remained silent. No clapbacks. No explanations. Just quiet. Which, as we all know, sometimes speaks louder than words. Whether this was a blossoming romance, a deep friendship, or something still unfolding behind closed doors, one thing is clear: that restaurant outing changed the conversation. It reminded people that behind the cameras, behind the fame, behind the roles, are real humans capable of connection, affection, and moments they didn't plan to share with the world. And maybe, just maybe, that's why this gist has people hooked. Not because of scandal. Not because of controversy. But because it felt genuine. So my people eyes. What do you think was really going on between Byran Okwara and Sonia Uche that night? Just friends enjoying a quiet evening? Or something deeper quietly finding its way into the light? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because here on Gist Dish TV, we don't just talk. We tell the story behind the story.